Hey everybody, my name is ALANA TREPPLER and this is the ATD Show. In the studio today, I am joined by Gina Baldwin with App2Speak. Gina, please tell us about App2Speak. How did you do this, and just tell us about it.
Hello, Alana. Thanks for having me on your show.
Yes.
So, can you imagine not being able to speak?
That would be tough.
It's something that we all take for granted. And I don't know if you knew, but over 40 million Americans have some difficulty with their speech and communication. Wow. So App2Speak is a software application to assist those that are speech impaired to be able to communicate with their loved ones.
Awesome. Now, it wouldn't just be with their loved ones. They would need to communicate. Like, communication is key to any relationship, right?
Absolutely. So they would be able to communicate just anywhere out in the world, simply by touching a photo.
That's incredible. So how did you come up with this? What made you decide to do something like this?
So I've been a speech pathologist for over 35 years. My passion is helping people with their speech and communication. Several years ago, I was working with a couple of clients and they had suffered a stroke and they were unable to communicate their needs, yet they understood what people were saying, but their voice, one had paralyzed vocal cords and the other one had aphasia and apraxia of speech, which makes it difficult for them to speak intelligibly. And one of those patients was trying to communicate with her daughter who lived in Bulgaria, and she had an iPad and she was using Skype, but she was holding up a picture communication board pointing to words and to pictures. And it didn't, obviously, a picture board doesn't talk, and I could just see the frustration on their face. Mm-hmm. So I did a little research to see what was out there, and the things that I tried were expensive. Some of them were high-tech and too complicated for either of these clients to be able to use. And then there's the expense of it because the insurances don't cover some of the speech, we call them speech generating devices.
Right.
And when I looked at software applications, since the iPads were a popular tool that many families were in possession of, I saw some apps that were more geared to children, where they had cartoon characters or faceless smiley faces or symbols. And that just wasn't appropriate for the adults that I was working on.
Sure.
So I jumped all in and decided that I would create a photo-based software application.
Excellent. So it's focused more for the adults, right?
For the adolescent, the older adolescent up to the adults.
Okay.
The first 4 pages of the app are geared to the adults because I included hearing aids and dentures. But another feature in the app that begins on page 5 is where they can customize the app. And that's where they can easily integrate their own photos from their photo library. And they can also take a picture with an App2Speak to make it more personally.
Really?
Yes.
That is so neat. So if I had an App2Speak, would somebody be able to log into mine, or do I just use the images that I place on my app?
So what you would do, App2Speak is available from the Apple iTunes Store and Google Play. Mm-hmm. So you download the app onto either your tablet or onto your iPad. And then you would, if you're able to, you would customize your pictures by taking a picture or downloading one from the internet or from your photo library. You would label the picture and then you would type in what you wanted the message to say, and then it would speak.
Okay, cool. Can we see a quick demo? Can you show me how it works?
Sure. So, turn it this way.
Okay.
So this is page 1, which is the preset pages.
Let's hold it up this way. So, and I know that this is going to be kind of wonky, but let's try this. So,
I love you. I love you. I love you.
So that's funny. Just added a new feature to App2Speak to change the setting for the speech rate. So I'm going to change that back change speech rate. Oops, go here. Oh. There we go.
Text to speak. Oh, okay.
So there's a text to speech feature where someone that's able to type, maybe someone with Parkinson's or MS that still physically can type a message.
Right.
They can just type a message in here. You can also increase the font size to see it.
Nice.
And it has the predictive text as well.
Oh, that is so great.
And then you speak.
Hello.
So the speech rate can be adjusted.
Hello.
So that's the text to speech page. This is the what I call the preset pages that it has already the wants and needs.
I love you.
There you go.
I want my wheelchair.
And that's page 2. Again, these are preset pictures to help them with immediate wants and needs.
Right.
And then page 4. And
Ooh, so you can ask for dessert?
yes, you can.
That's what I want.
I want dessert.
Did you bring some? Let's see.
No.
That is so great.
So then on page 5, that's where you customize. So that's where you would add your own photos or take a photo within App2Speak simply by sliding the button over to the right.
Yeah.
And then you would touch select and hold. Oops. And then the settings box pops up, and that's where you can go to the library
Oh my goodness.
and get a photo from your photo library or take a picture. Then you would title that picture, whether it be cheesecake for dessert or cookies.
Can we do the ATD show?
We can.
Let's do that. So you go take a picture.
Okay,
Or take-
undo the
Oh, we're
cover.
going to open this.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take a picture of this set. Oh, well, can I take your picture? All right, we have a visitor back there. All right, so let's do that.
So then you're going to use the photo,
Okay.
and then we're going to write in here the...
Let's just put ATD show for timing here.
Oh, and show it.
Oh, it
corrected it
auto-corrected
corrected on
me.
you.
Autocorrect.
Gotta love it.
SHOW, you got it.
And then what we're going to do, I'm going to have you speak because the other feature on the custom is you can personalize and use a voice. So I'm going
Really?
to change it to voice and then we're going to hit record and say what you want to say.
Okay. It's the ATD show.
Then you save it, confirm, and
It's the ATD show. That's the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. So this is so great. So people can actually so they'll be able to put any of their own personal messages in there. So when the daughter wants to, or the mother wants to communicate with her daughter in Bulgaria, she can actually speak it. And then, or, well, no, she
She
her
wouldn't
daughter
speak
could
it. She would have somebody record voices for her.
Right,
Or
okay.
do the text to speech where someone would type in that message.
Oh, that
And
is
then she
so
could do
great.
that. And then this is kind of funny. Hopefully you can hear this.
Happy birthday to you.
It's a barbershop
fun.
quartet that I recorded.
Now, is that standard on all your App2Speak, or is that just
That's
special for
custom.
yours? That's a
That's just special. And so that just shows that anyone, you can take a recording and put it on there. So if you're using it with a child or a younger person,
right.
the custom pages are what they adapt to their pictures. And if there's a certain song they like,
Right.
or a joke that they like, I mean, that can all be put on there.
And you know what I think is really special about this too is if there is an adult or a parent who's had a stroke, their child could actually record a message on their App2Speak, and then if that parent is ever feeling like they miss their kiddo, they can just listen to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And feedback that I've had from older people that have memory problems who keep asking for their husband, is my husband coming today? What they're doing is using App2Speak and putting picture of family. And so when they see that picture and then hear the voice, you know, maybe the husband says, yes, honey, I'll be there later this afternoon. It's a sense of calming.
Right.
So App2Speak has kind of many features that hit different needs.
Right. Wow. That's wonderful. Well, good job.
Thanks.
This is an amazing opportunity for the community. I love it. I love it. This
Thank
is
you.
great. Okay, so if somebody wanted to download the app or learn more about App2Speak, where would they go? How would they find more information?
So they can go to the website at app2speak.com, which is actually
we got
up
it
there, but it's also here.
Okay.
They can go to the website and to the contact me through the email, contact us. Also, you can find it at the Apple iTunes Store, App2Speak, and on the Google Play. And that's the contact form. And if you scroll down, you can see there's just a little form to give me some information. So I understand what your question is.
Oh,
so
there you go.
You just fill out the form, and there's a form for professionals and just for individuals.
Okay. Now, what's the difference between a professional and an individual?
So a professional is someone that's working in the industry and working with clients that are speech impaired. And an individual might be a family member, a sister, a mom who wants to try App2Speak or get more information for a family member.
Okay, awesome. That's wonderful. Well, I'm really excited to see how this plays out and getting the word out to the community for you.
Thanks.
Bring some awareness out there, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for coming on the show and coming in and sharing this information. This is so great.
Thanks. I appreciate the opportunity.